Thousands of beneficiaries have been asked to pay back unemployment benefits. Some states have already issued repayment orders. Texas, for example, has issued about 47,000 orders. Virginia, about 35,000. Ohio, about 24,000. Welcome to CDC Mentors. This is Real Estate Mentorship Program. Your family's finances is at the foundation. Please, if you've already subscribed to our channel, we thank you. If you have not done so, please do subscribe so you can get important alerts as they become due. States are issuing repayment orders for some of its citizens for them to pay back the unemployment benefits that have been paid to them during this coronavirus pandemic. And why are these states asking citizens to pay back the unemployment benefits? They gave 4 reasons. 1 is oversight, 2, misunderstanding, 3, fraud, and 4, technical errors. I find this very funny. If the state paid money to citizens due to technical errors from the state, why would they require the citizens to pay back this money? The citizens are still unemployed. So where would you want them to get this money to pay back to the state? Some states are arguing they have to maintain the integrity of the program. Some citizens had been overpaid, while we have citizens who need the money, have applied for unemployment compensation, and are still not getting anything to this date. Meanwhile, people who don't need the money are getting the money. When the state sends you your unemployment check, how would you know if you were overpaid? And if this payment was due to a technical error, should the citizens be blamed for technical errors from the state? Under the CARES Act, $339.8 billion was allocated to states and local government to support unemployment benefits. But it looks like this money is still not enough, because when you look at, there are some few states who have borrowed from the federal trust fund to cover their unemployment benefits. Maybe this is why the states are reviewing their unemployment compensation packages and saying, wait a minute, maybe we're paying too much, maybe we're giving this money to people who don't need it. Let's try to review the system and see how we can try to get back some of this money from the citizens. Ohio, for example, borrowed about $6.1 million from the federal trust fund. Texas borrowed $248 million from the federal trust fund. California borrowed $2.7 billion. New York borrowed $2.12 billion. So you can see the states too are suffering. On May 27, White House Chief Economic Advisor Larry Kudlow indicated the White House is seriously considering a back-to-work bonus as an alternative of renewing the $600 unemployment that people are receiving right now. So the White House is saying, instead of paying people $600 a week to stay at home, let's do a back-to-work bonus, $250 to $450 a week to incentivize people to go back to work. But the question is, even if the people wanted to go back to work, where are the jobs? 1.5 million people this week filed for unemployment. Last week, 2.4 million filed for unemployment. This keeps increasing the jobless claims. Although in the month of May, we gained 2.5 million jobs, but the jobless claims are still pushing up. The unemployment rate in April was at 14.7, and in May it fell down to 13.3. Jobless claims are still going up. The federal pandemic unemployment compensation expires on July 31st. I'm talking about a $600 a week bonus. Is the White House indicating that the back-to-work bonus, the $450 a week back-to-work bonus, will replace this $600 once it expires on July 31st? Maybe that's a strategy, because we are hearing more from the White House now than we are hearing from the Senate. The state unemployment lines are very crowded. Too many people filing for claims. For Texas, for example, you have to go to the Texas Workforce Commission website and find out what day is assigned to your zip code. The way they have tried to manage the number of calls coming in is to break it down by different zip codes. So check out what day is allocated for your zip code and make sure you call about 8 a.m. if you want to talk to somebody about your unemployment benefits. And in other states, check on your state's unemployment website and you'll probably see whatever measures they have taken to try to handle the number of people who are applying and calling for unemployment. Back to the stimulus checks updates. In an interview this Thursday, President Trump was asked if he would support another stimulus checks bill. This is what he said. I would do that, and we expect to do that in the near future. We are coming up with some concepts, and we expect it to be bipartisan. We are going to get it done. I think this language is very technical. When you say in the near future, when is the near future? Before the president can ratify any stimulus checks bill, the Senate has to approve that bill. Remember, the HEROES Act was approved at the House of Representatives. It moved now to the Senate, where the Senate is supposed to vote on it. And after the Senate vote on it, it goes back to the House of Representatives and they take it now to the president for ratification. So even if the president were to ratify, were to sign in another stimulus bill today for more stimulus checks, he wouldn't have anything to sign on because the Senate is sleeping. The Senate is silent. They are not saying anything. We are hearing more from the White House than we are hearing from the Senate. If you ask me, why is the Senate silent? I would give you no answer. We are hearing more from the president. So he's been saying for a long time, yes, there will be stimulus checks. Yes, the people need stimulus checks, but having a time frame is what we've not been able to get from the White House. Thank you. If you've already subscribed to our channel, and if you have not done so, please do so. C2C Mentors is a real estate mentorship program, and your family's finances is at the foundation. Thank you.